Unity Motorsports here. You know, one of the coolest things that's taken place since I started this channel is I've actually got to meet and talk to some really cool people from all over. And you know, the channel is gaining traction. So before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the little subscribe button, hit the bell so you get all the notifications. But I want to bring you up to speed. So you know about my project called Mixed Up Boss. Well, I've got a lot more in the frying pan as well. Building an engine for my good buddy Chris Reece, a 351 Windsor. Building a big block Chevy for the El Camino that was in my very first episode. Building a 383 Chevy for my Uncle Jesse and his 23 T-Bucket. And we're going to be doing some cam swaps in a small block Chevy that belongs to Joe Davis. But I want to give a huge shout out to Dale Reeves, because when I first started the channel, he gave me something and it's very special to me. So check this out. He knew that I was a die-hard Ford man, and he gave me this vintage Holman Moody uniform patch from the 1960s. It just doesn't get any cooler than this. But let's get started on this build, and I hope you enjoy it. Headed over to my buddy Chris Reese's house and just got here, as a matter of fact. I'm going to pick up his engine that's going to be going in his Mustang, but we're going to take a look at this thing because you really need to see it. So let's walk back here and see what we find. He's had this car ever since I've known him, and I found out from him that his dad had got this thing back in the 70s. So, you know, and this car has a lot of sentimental value. And you know, hot rods, it's one of those things that kind of transcends time, because when I first met Chris, him and his dad spent a lot of time and they redid this car for the first time, and now he's doing the same thing with his son Jacob. But come here, Chris. This is my buddy Chris right here.
How's it going?
Check out this ride. Now this thing is something special. I mean, video really doesn't do it justice, but Chris has been working on this thing whenever he can for the past couple years, and it's just, everything is just so detail oriented and it's just immaculate. You know, details like taking out the grill that's normally in the side scoop and the marker light in the rear. And this thing is going to be a really awesome car. He's setting it up to where he can go pretty much play with it at the drag strip or autocross it or whatever the case is. But one of the coolest things about this car is the paint. I don't know if this is going to show up too well. Let's see here. But check out the stripe. Oh yeah, you can see it. The contrast, and when you get this thing out in the sunlight, those ghost stripes just pop. So, you know, really looking forward to it. And you know, we're gonna get some power underneath the hood of this thing so it can do whatever he wants it to do. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I'm on location today. Where am I at? I'm at my favorite local machine shop, M&E Engine Services in Shelby, North Carolina. So DV and I, we've been working on this 351 Windsor build for a good buddy of mine. And so when it comes to choosing a machine shop to do your work, we're very picky in our case, because I have seen really good engines that have been ruined due to bad machine work. And so we pretty much use two shops exclusively. One is Terry Walters Racing Engines up in Roanoke, Virginia, and right here at M&E Engine Services in Shelby, North Carolina. These guys do outstanding work. Now, The reason why we pick them is because their attention to detail on things, and we know that when we put that engine together, it's going to deliver the power that we're looking for. So let's go inside and take a look at this 351 Windsor.
That's bad.
Folks, there it is. You got to see a little bit behind the scenes of what goes into this machine work that we're talking about. You know, it's a highly detailed process, and so whenever it comes to building an engine, make sure you make the right choice of machine shops, because that could be the difference between winning and losing.